Yard line. First down. Here's Cousins. Flushed out right. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. On 3rd down, Cousins. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Cousins. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Cousins from the gun on third. Escaping the pressure right. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Gano now to add the extra point. So he missed his first two, but this time it's good, and that'll extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Let's go, let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Back to it after the pick six. Cousins sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, here's Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Cousins on first down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 28. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now, following the interception, here's Newton. Eluding the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
After the sack on first down, Newton. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 55 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing, and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Gano the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins being chased out left. He may try and run for this. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Cousins now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Cousins gives way to Cook. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. A first down throw for Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give them a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Newton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And he's going to go down again. Daniil Hunter able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 54 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll give to Cook out of the gun. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
To throw, Cousins dancing to his left. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Olabisi Johnson as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And that's a critical touchdown. I don't want to be too hyperbolic or whatever, but they needed some points on the board before halftime.
They certainly did, and, you know, it's not going to erase everything that happened in the first half. Look, they got outplayed. There's no question about that. But now it gives them a chance to regroup, feel a little bit better about themselves. And how many games have we done where we've seen everything flip when another half begins? And by the way, did you say hyperbolic?
I did. Thank you. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Ready? Set, ready? 54 Mike. I'm on. Ready?
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Great. Right 40. Check. He's coming. Watch QB drop.
Here's Newton. Buying time to his left. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can hit.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. Play fake. Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Cook. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that will get them one closer.
26, Vikings 13.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Newton. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Ready? 180? 140. You don't want this. Check 13. Check 13.
3rd and 2, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Set. 180.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
20.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Let's get off the field, D.
Second and 10, Newton again. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Barr, his 2nd sack of the night.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Slant. Watch the slant. Check. Topper. Hit it.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
First down, Minnesota.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. That's caught inside the 20. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The quick slant caught. A first down from Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They try again with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are back within a single score. They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Newton. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Kirk Cousins with his second touchdown of the night, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd and 9, Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And I think this defense knew what was coming, as he is smothered behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Gun.
Now it's Newton. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Here's Sherrills. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At at their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Mario Addison in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.